This is a warning. The window is open for now. Hey there, and welcome to my channel, The Paper Bag Investor. Today's video, I want to talk about the window of buying opportunity we have for Tesla right now that I really think could close at some point in the future. So let's talk about it. There's a tweet that Stephen Mark Ryan from Solving the Money Problem, really awesome YouTube channel. He tweeted the other day, he said, bought more Tesla. In my opinion, this period before Tesla solves autonomy may be the last great buying opportunity. And I couldn't agree more with this tweet. So we're going to talk about this in a little bit more detail. Let's get into that detail. And before I go any further, absolutely clear, not a personal financial advisor, just a guy with a paper bag on his head who loves investing and thinking about the future. Okay, we're going to jump into a little bit of a quick presentation as we talk about this a little bit further. Again, bought more Tesla. This period for Tesla may be the last great buying opportunity. Great tweet. And in my opinion, full self-driving, there's obviously some expectation baked into the stock price at some level, but really only partly when you do the math and run the numbers. And the potential value that full self-driving could create in the future, and then that present value now, it's really only partially baked into the stock price, and really, in my opinion, still a great buying opportunity. I think we're in a sort of a less certain period for Tesla, kind of like the 2014 to 2020 period where expectations are included in the stock, and a lot of people would say the stock's very overvalued, but really only partly so. And let's take a look at the stock chart. So we have the entire history of Tesla stock, and you see, actually I remember this, looking at Tesla in 2013, that's spring, and they came out with the Model S. It was given by Consumer Reports a 100 out of 100 rating. They also turned a slightly profitable quarter in somewhere there, probably right around this time when the volume, I think it was in May, if I remember correctly, right around in there. The stock really took off, went from dollars per share all the way up to, jumped up to $20, $30, $40 per share. At the time, I thought I had entirely missed the Tesla boat. Anyways, time went on. There was a long sort of consolidated period where it just kind of went horizontal. There was some decent price movements, went up from 48 down to even $30 a share. You can see there if you're watching the share price in that corner in that box for this period. But overall, really just kind of back and forth. And a lot of people said, at the time they might have been even if they're still like a $30 billion company, a lot of people thought, well, they're grossly overvalued for the number of cars they're making, and they're comparing them to other automakers. Of course, that all changed as people started to see more and more profitable quarters, more and more continued ramping of production, and the stock just took off in the last couple years, last year and a half or so. Massive increase. That actually isn't so far off than the increase we kind of saw back here, but just the scale of things made it much more historic and much more of a newsmaker, really, of course, and grabbing the attention of everybody. But I think we're in a period similar to this long period. We're in a similar period like that, where this was all buying opportunity, anything you bought in here, tremendous opportunity for this huge spike in price, where it's going to be floating around. Maybe it's at 600, 700, 800, comes back to, I don't know, floating around in the zone until Tesla starts to show that they show the real potential to investors, truly show the potential investors of full self-driving. And I think that's going to happen once they sort of roll out full self-driving beta US-wide, and then a lot of yous also roll out a monthly subscription service for full self-driving, which would, of course, at that time include full self-driving beta, and investors start piling on board of that. Onto that, I think could really make the stock start to catch fire again. And I discussed this timeline and more details around this sort of my expected timeline on this and how this could actually unfold in these videos. So a couple thumbnails here, they are on my channel. If you come to my channel under videos, there's a robotaxi timeline, also how full self-driving subscriptions will rally Tesla. So you can watch those if you want. Also link them below in the descriptions. Now, I want to give some warnings, because it's not without warnings that obviously I can't predict the timeline on this exactly, And really the market right now, I mean, Tesla hit $900 a share and it's come down significantly since then. And the market could continue to turn bearish on growth stocks as it has of late. I mean, Tesla's extremely volatile stock and could go lower. So again, I want you to be a warning. I don't know the timelines exactly. I don't think it's going to be like a 5-year span like this. I think it could literally be in the next year it starts to jump again. But I don't know. Maybe it takes them years before they really prove full self-driving, and then it takes off. So I don't know the timeline exactly. No one has a crystal ball, and the market could turn bearish. And Tesla's really volatile. It could go even lower than the big drop it's had so far. But also on a positive side, the warning, and remember this, is if and when Tesla is rolling out full self-driving beta and then driverless full self-driving in certain areas, if you watch that video on how I think it's going to unfold, I think that's how it will happen. Certain jurisdictions, one by one, the stock could soar, and then this buying window will close. I mean, there'll still be buying opportunities at that time, and I think for like decades, the stock could keep climbing as people sort of realize the full potential of full self-driving. But the huge spike in price is going to happen quickly and suddenly as the market really sees clearly that Tesla is achieving full self-driving and the potential of it. So those are my warnings. I can't predict the timeline. The market could continue to turn bearish. I have no idea. The stock could go lower, could go higher. It could fluctuate all around in this zone. But if and when they do achieve full self-driving, even full self-driving beta with a subscription service, I think the stock is going to start to soar. Again, none of this is financial advice. Please do your own due diligence, form your own conclusions, and let me know about your conclusions and what you think of all this in the comments down below. Let us all know so we can learn from each other. If you got value out of this video, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up while you're at it. Really appreciate you being here. And if you love long-term high-growth investing, you're going to love this channel. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Remember, it's in the bag.